listen, we know that you are the down payment specialist. You're the down payment king. But what about new construction?
Well, you know,
what can you do for me?
What's been happening with new construction is the prices of houses have kind of gone out above what the down payment assistance program. For instance, like Orange County SHIP, it has a cap of $345,000. Well, you're going to have difficulty finding a new construction home in Orange County that's going to be below that $345,000. So what we do is we take the time to research and we find programs, and you have to do this by calling lenders, digging deep to find lenders that have specific programs that you can use with new construction. So probably right now the most popular program that you would want to use on new construction, because you aren't going to have to worry about the cap, the purchase price limits, is Hometown Heroes. Okay, and as I spoke about in the program a couple of weeks ago, in July they are removing the occupation guideline. Like now it's only for first responders and people with certain credentials. But come July, it's going to open up to everybody. So that's going to be a great program. Then you have it can give you up to $25,000, but it does have $125,000 income cap for the household. So sometimes that's a problem, because you know if you make past that 125, you can't qualify for that program. Then you have the Florida bond program. It can get you up to $350,000 in sales price, can give you $10,000, but it has an income cap of $101,000. So once your combined income is past that $101,000, then you aren't going to qualify for that program. And as with Hometown Heroes, that Florida bond program, that money has to be paid back. It's deferred, and whenever you sell or refinance, you have to pay that back. Then there's another one out there, Glenn, called Florida Plus. Florida Plus it gives you up to $449. You can go up to $449 sales price. Okay, you can find that here in Central Florida. You can choose between whether you want either 3%, 4%, or 5% sales contribution. So at 5%, that's at 5%, and you at $500,000. That's gonna give you around about $20,000 in down payment assistance. That program can give you approximately up to about $20,000 in down payment assistance. But the downside is it has an income cap of $95,000 for the household. Okay, and it also is paid back, but it's paid back. It decreases every year gradually how much of it you owe.
We like it when you tell us everything.
Yeah, you're right, right. And so I would say probably one of the better ones that we found, and the reason why this one is so good is there's no repayment, and people like that. They like the idea of no repayment. It has no income cap. That's right, no repayment. You don't have to pay it back. It doesn't have an income cap. It doesn't have a price cap on the house. Doesn't matter whether you're buying a house for $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000. Doesn't have a cap, okay? And it doesn't have, so again, no cap, no repayment, and no income cap. And that program, the Universal Grant Program, can give you up to $10,000, but you don't have to pay it back. Beautiful program. So these are just a few of the down payment assistance programs. And the good thing about, whereas with the Hometown Heroes, the Florida Bond, and the Florida Plus, to use those programs, you cannot have been a homeowner in the last 3 years. But with the Universal Grant, it doesn't matter. You could have just sold your house yesterday, and you can use the Universal Grant Program. Or you could still own your other house and still use. So imagine you stay in Robinson Hills, and you're getting ready to move to Apopka. You can use this program, keep your other house, and you're going to say, I'm going to rent it out, or I'm going to let my children stay in it, because I'm coming across that now. I'm coming across where parents are letting the kids stay in the house, they moving out getting another house. Letting the kids all get together, like 2 or 3 kids get together. Okay, y'all responsible for the mortgage. Me and your mama, we moving on. Okay, so you could use that. That person could use the Universal Grant. You would qualify for that up to $10,000 program. And remember, you don't have to pay it back. No income cap, no price cap. And so those are just a few of the programs. And the thing I like about that universal grant, doesn't matter whether you own a house or not.
So, Harry, you done sold me on new construction. What tips do you have if I'm thinking about going ahead and doing it?
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reel off the tips real quick, and then I'm gonna go back and go into detail. Okay. So you want to make sure you weigh out the pros and cons. You want to get your own agent and lender. You want to research the builder and the neighborhood. You want to find out what's standard and what's extra. You want to keep your resale value in mind when you're selecting upgrades. Always pick a great lot, okay? Pick a great lot. Know your warranty and perform a home inspection. So those are the 10 in a nutshell. Now let me kind of back up and go through them. Okay. I think one of the things that's most important is making sure you get your own agent and lender. Now, chances are you're going to wind up using the builder's lender. If you're doing a production home, you're going to wind up using this lender. But you use your lender as leverage to make sure they're in line and they doing you right. You see what I mean? By comparing the rates to make sure, okay? By comparing their costs to make sure. Because every now and then, we'll wind up doing a deal where a person will use their own lender and it works out to their advantage. So never assume that 100% of the time, the builder's lender is always going to be best for you, okay? Yeah, also, you want your own agent because that listing agent at that model home you're going to, he is working for the builder. He's not working for you. You need to bring your own agent in. And in most of these sites now, if you're going to go in and go into that model home and register, you need to make sure you have your agent with you. So bring your agent with you. Call me. We can meet up anytime on Saturday or Sunday at any of the new construction sites throughout Central Florida. Doesn't matter whether it's in Volusia or Apopka, Davenport. We even service down in Polk County. Okay?
Bring your agent with you.
Bring your agent with you. Now, when it comes to researching the neighborhood, to me, I think that's one of the most important things is you want to drive the neighborhood and check out the amenities. Okay, you can check out the quality of the homes, even though it's if it's in a brand new subdivision, you can go into a previous subdivision that just closed out.
Some nice ones here too.
And you can just go and walk, see somebody walking the dog. Hey, how do you like your home from this builder? How do you like your home from this builder? Are you happy with this builder's process? Walk the community, go to the model, look in the open houses, keep a journal, take photographs. Don't try to cover every model home in an area in one day, okay? Check and ask questions about the HOA. Some HOAs not going to allow you to have a storage shed. They're going to have certain paint colors or finish material. Some allow solar panels, some don't. Some won't even allow you to have a vegetable garden. So you got to ask those questions up front and find out what the penalties are. You want to research the zoning laws for the neighborhood because you want to know what's going to be on the other side of you, what's going to be around you. You know, you don't want them coming building the wrong kind of industrial plant next to your house, okay? So you want to find out about the plans for the area. Another thing you want to do when you're looking at new construction is you want to find out what's going to be the build time. You need to know the build time, you know, because last year it was stretching out, you know. We've seen builders put up new homes in as little as 4 months. But last year we saw them stretching out 8 months, 9 months. I even had one client, theirs was almost 10 months, you know, from that time. So you want to know about that. Another tip is don't really expect price reductions, okay? They're not going to reduce the price. But if you got a good agent, he can get you some upgrades or some bonuses.
New construction.
Right. Or get your interest rate brought down. See, there's more than one way to skin a cat, okay? Because they're not gonna reduce the price because that's going to affect every price for everybody. That appraisal is going to be affecting every price, but they will give you upgrade. You see what I mean? We've had them to upgrade appliances, but we're not doing appliances. Well, we like appliances. You can get appliances, okay? You can get that done. So you want to research. Another thing you want to do is you really want to know your warranty. You want to ask that builder, what does the warranty include? You know, one of the things that we tell people to do is that perform a home inspection.
So a new house come with a warranty?
A new house comes with a warranty. Glenn, here's a big trick. Here's a good trick. About the 10th month or the 11th month that you're in your house, because a lot of your warranties are 1 year. The 11th month, if you're having issues and little things going on, pay to have a home inspection done on your house the 11th month and give that to the builder and make them responsible for all of those items that are still under their builder's warranty. Okay? Okay?
That's really good.
Just deliver that list to them and they'll send the subs out there and they'll take care of all of those issues going on in that house that first year. They'll do all your caulking. They'll do some repainting. You could have them in there. It's like getting a fresh up, right before the warranty is over with. Hey, my name's Harry Bean. I'm the radio realtor. Been doing this for decades now, over 2 decades, okay? Hey, if you have any questions about new construction, give us a call at 407-654-2626. 407-654-2626. And we'll answer all of your questions about new construction here in beautiful Central Florida. And guess what, people? New subdivisions are opening up every day. They just opened up a new one across from New Destiny, okay, over in Apopka. Hey, so if you want to ride out there, hey, give us a call. We'll be glad to meet you out there. Myself, I'm Jasmine.